Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of Farming Simulator 2017. Scuba Snacks here, getting ready to begin another harvest. And today, our goal is to purchase some more fields. We are also going to get into the world of logging. We got some equipment to do a little bit of forestry service, so we'll give that a go and see how that works. That could be really interesting. A lot of people like the logging aspect of the game. A lot of people don't like it. So we'll see what happens. But we'll start by getting some of these fields cleared. We're going to attend to the sheep, maybe fill up another flatbed and take it to the spinnery. But we got lots to do today, so thanks for hanging out. If you're new here, please hit that subscribe button. We're trying to get to 500 subscribers, so help us get there. We'll do something special if we can hit that number as a startup. And again, don't forget to hit that like button. We'd appreciate it. We're in our New Holland combine again today, harvesting some soybeans. So, like I said, we'll play it by ear and see what the day brings. We did purchase a field the other day. I can't recall the field number on it, but hire a worker really quick and see if we can't go see what one it was, and maybe even purchase ourselves another one before we get into some of the other aspects of the things we got to take care of today. So we'll hire a worker there and let him stay busy. Or her. Jump in our trusty pickup truck and see what field we purchased. We're up to 4 field. Field 15, 14. The 2 down here. Again, the one we just picked up the other day, so still fairly new. Field 12 we purchased, as well as field 24. There's a really large field down here. Field 26 is considerably large, so I'd like to take a look at that and see what the purchase price is here. We don't want to do the mission. Let's just buy the field. Whew. And we paid for that one almost $14,000 for field 26. But it is an extremely large field. As you can see. So let's head back up here and we'll start cultivating that field, because that is going to take a little bit of time. We'll probably hire a worker for that one, and we'll work on harvesting the soybeans up here. But let's find our cultivator, because that field is absolutely massive. For $420,000, it better well be. So we'll swing over here. We got the John Deere 8430, or excuse me, the 8030. And we'll swing this back down field 26. Hey Anthony, how are you tonight? Thanks for joining and tuning in. Yeah, that was an expensive field that we just purchased, but as one would say, Super Stu would say, gotta spend money to make money. So we'll see what kind of yields we get from it, and we'll just go from there. But Like I said, it is a massive field altogether. Jump back in our New Holland combine and harvest this field. Anthony, you paid $28,000 for your new tipper. That's pretty inexpensive, as you will soon find out as you progress. The more you progress through the game, obviously the more expensive equipment you can buy. So $28,000 isn't a bad buy for a starter tipper. But again, with all the mods that are out there and the other tippers that are in the game, you'll see they can get quite expensive, fairly quick as well. Speaking of tipper, we should probably grab ours because our combine's going to be full pretty quick. Only make a few passes down the long side of this field before that combine fills up. Here's our tipper, Anthony. We got the Joskins tipper, 3-axle tipper. With the John Deere 8530 modified tractor. Got a little bit more horsepower in it. Because it is a pretty heavy trailer, empty, let alone when this thing is full. Even this tractor can struggle with it. So hopefully we'll be doing some tractor upgrades soon as well. Get something, maybe get something with dual wheels on the back and a little bit more horsepower to pull some of these trailers and other heavy equipment around that we got. Once we get this field cleaned up, we'll switch over to check out a couple of the new forestry units that we purchased the other day. Started to play with them, and they are not easy to operate, that is for sure. So we'll see what we can't screw up with that. I'm sure it'll be something. But again, thanks everybody for hanging out with us tonight. Don't be afraid. Speak up in chat. Say hello. We just purchased our 4th field for the low bargain price of $420,000. Grand scheme of things, I guess it could be worse, right? It could have been $500,000. We can swing over, Anthony. Let me get this field cleaned really quick, and then I'll show you the loader, the pallet loader that I was using to pick up the pallets of wool from Emmy the sheep, who I know is your friend. I'll show you the loader that I was using. I had one previously, a JCB loader, and it was fairly difficult for me to operate. I started to get the hang of it. I picked up a much smaller, more compact loader, and I'll show you that here in a second. And it works really well for me so far. And if anybody out there plays Farming Simulator 2017, excuse me, clearly can't speak today, drop us a line. Don't forget, follow us on Twitter and Facebook. Like and subscribe here for all the latest. But I'd really like to get into the multiplayer aspect of the game. So Anthony, I know you were having some connectivity issues, but if anybody else out there is playing on the PC platform, Farming Simulator 2017, drop us a message on Facebook. I'd love to link up and get some help on the farm as we continue to expand. Like I said, I got just myself, and we got 4 fields already that we're trying to tend to. So please don't hesitate. Most of the time, Anthony, when I do my seeding, because again, I'm extremely new at this game. You know, only, let's just call it 2 weeks into the game now. I don't do any of that. You know, actually fill the seeder. Most of the time, when I'm seeding a field, I'll actually just hire a worker to do it. As well in the settings, I just turn the auto refill and the auto buy on. Because I'm able to at this point, I can afford it, so I don't even mess around with refill on the seeder. But then again, your farm did go bankrupt. It's good to know. Anthony just confirmed that they are having some problems with the multiplayer currently. So hopefully sometime this week, Anthony will link up and we'll get you on this farm. And I believe too, Anthony, from what I was looking at on the multiplayer, you have to have the mods that I would be running. For example, the map Gold Crest Valley 2. But it seemed that it would tell you what mods the person who created the map was running. So it might be a little bit difficult. Worst case scenario, we could start up a new map from a multiplayer perspective and check something else out. That's good that you haven't gone bankrupt yet this time, Anthony. I have confidence in you. I have confidence in you and your farm. You will survive. we had the same issue, Anthony, with when we started playing, on the original Gold Crest map, where the pens, you just had to travel such a large distance to take care of them. So, really enjoy this modification where all the pens are basically in a central location, right at the farm. Especially for people that are just starting the game and trying to get the hang of things, just makes it a lot more convenient. Didn't want to have to make another pass on this field, but I guess we're going to have to. Looks like we got 3 pallets of wool that we can get loaded up once we make this last pass. Alright, let's venture over here. Anthony, this is the loader that I'm using with a pallet fork on it to get my semi-flatbed loaded up. I find it much easier to operate and control. I did not get any notification in regarding to the unloading bay. Now I say it's much easier to use, but then again we can always mess it up. I just found that I was talking with Super Stu earlier, and we were talking about the different angles and whatnot when it comes to loading and unloading things. And this one just seems a lot easier to, maneuver and get into the correct position. So let's see if, again, hopefully we didn't speak too soon. Yeah, I haven't paid too much attention to the notifications, Anthony. I probably should. So we'll see if any come up during this stream here. So we only need, after we get these 3 pallets loaded, gang, we will only need 2 more. And we'll have another full semi-loaded to take over to the spinnery. We did pretty good last time. We got about $15,000 a pallet. Which seemed to be a fairly decent price, so that's not the right way to go. So we'll get these pallets loaded up and move on to our next adventure. actually, you might actually think I know what I'm doing operating this piece of machinery here. It's definitely much easier. The loader I was using before was just too bulky, and it was way too touchy on the controls, especially with steering it left and right, and actually just driving the unit. Right, so 2 more pallets, gang, and we were going back to the spinnery. So it'll be a little bit before we can do anything there. So we will park this back here. Let's get this moving again. We'll hire a worker to start harvesting this next field. And then we will jump into our forestry equipment, which again we played with very, very briefly the other day. So we are still figuring out how to maneuver that stuff around. We are still cultivating field 26, just to give you guys an idea of the size. This is just a massive field we just purchased for the bargain price of $420,000. So in the meantime, here is the logging equipment that we purchased the other day. So let's jump on in and see how bad we can mess this up. Appreciate everybody hanging out tonight. I appreciate it if you're new here. Hit that subscribe button, hit that like button. Scuba Snacks joining you tonight. Don't be afraid to speak up. We're all just here to have some fun. So this is not the easiest unit to use. Timber. The nice feature on this is I didn't realize you can change the length of how long you want to cut the logs. So we're cutting them in 7 meters at this point. So let's trim this bad boy down. So I find that cutting the tree down is actually the easy part. Trying to pick them up is where we struggled yesterday, so we'll give it another shot here. Yes, it is much easier than using a chainsaw, Anthony. That you are correct. And our harvester's got a full grain tank on top of everything else. Probably would have helped. I don't think our tension belts are properly secured. So hopefully we don't lose them when we transport them. Yeah, we're definitely going to have a problem with this, the tension belts. Because I clearly had them fastened and then put some other lumber on top. But like I said, this is our really our first attempt at this, so we will see what happens. What could be the worst, right? We dump them all over. Well, not too bad for messing around here with this machine for the really only the second time. Have a minute, let's jump back over and get this harvester emptied out so it's not just sitting around idle. Hang tight with me, gang. I will be right back. Not sure what the capacity is on my tipper, Anthony. We'll fill it up shortly and find out, though. See if we can manage to get our forestry stuff to the selling point in one piece. I guess we could try and pick this log up while we're here. We have to eventually. This looks like an accident waiting to happen. We want to take bets on how far we make it before this whole trailer of logs that are half-assed fastened down come flying off the back of the truck. Probably won't take very long. We'll just try and take it nice and slow. Question is, I'm not even sure where we need to get to here. Probably to the Stanton Sawmill. So we'll move up to the Stanton Sawmill, see what we can do. How about everybody else out there in the YouTube chat? Anybody get into the forestry or the logging aspect of the game yet? Do you enjoy it? Do you dislike it? What equipment are you using? Appreciate you all hanging out tonight. Don't forget, if you're new, please hit that like button and definitely subscribe to us. You can also follow us on Twitter and Facebook. The links are posted in the description below. We try to stream at least once a day, sometimes twice a day on the weekend, depending on what we have going on. So again, I thank you all for coming out tonight. Thank you for those who have subscribed. So we're gonna try and truck all the way to the other side of the map, to the Stanton Sawmill. It's a long haul. Anthony in chat says we're going to make it there without losing any logs, so we appreciate that confidence. Time will tell if I can navigate the map to get to this place. And this will be our first trip to the sawmill. I was doing some reading on it, and I guess based on the size of the tree or the log, really dictates what kind of profit you could make. So we'll meander down slowly at a whopping 14 miles an hour. That's alright, we don't want to lose anything. Oh, there goes O.J. Simpson again in his white Bronco. Well, all of our helpers have completed their tasks, so once we get these logs dropped off, we'll jump back over. I think what we'll actually do is maybe we'll move our other forestry equipment up, and we'll just park them right at the sawmill. No more driving back and forth. Again, if we can navigate there. Yeah, I was reading up on that, Anthony, that we can transport them by train. We're going to hit this bridge, aren't we? I just hadn't gotten that far to see actually how to do it by train. Like I said, once we get this equipment up here, we'll leave it here. Well, it took some of the lumber. Automatically. I'm not sure why it doesn't want to accept these. Well, that is our first successful adventure in doing anything with any forestry equipment. It was different. A little bit difficult to little sensitive on the control, but it was pretty fun. That would be a lot of fun if we had, you know, if you're playing on multiplayer or something of that nature with a group of people, which I've seen him do out on YouTube. So maybe we will be able to get to that and give it a shot sometime. But let's get back to getting some other work done on the farm here. Everything kind of stopped and was at a standstill while we were goofing around over there. Not really sure why this worker didn't finish harvesting this field. Slackers. Finally finished cultivating field 26. And that again is just a massive field. So I guess we'll get our seed sower down there and we'll get that planted, and then we'll move our other forestry equipment up by the mill. And let's start cutting some stuff down. Again, thanks for everybody hanging out with us in YouTube. Appreciate you stopping by. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and the bell notification next to it after you do. Get all the latest information when we do our live streams. Help us get to 500 subscribers. Please hit that like button. Bring our cultivator back up here. We'll hop out and we got to get into our sower. Move that back down to field 26 so that we can, because that'll take a while to get that field sowed. Because again, that is a very large field that we purchased tonight for those that are just tuning in. We did, again though, pick that up at the budget price of $420,000. So hopefully we'll get some pretty good yield from it due to its size and nature. We only only did 3/4 of field 15, planted with some soybeans, so we'll leave that be for now. We'll also be getting pretty close. We only need 2 more pallets of wool, and then our semi-flatbed truck here will be ready to go back to the spinnery. Alright, field 26, we will fully plant that. The sheep are happy, so how about let's get back up to the sawmill with our actual saw, and we'll cut some stuff down. Yes, Anthony, Emmy the sheep, she just produces wool like you would not imagine. She's my top producer out of all of them. Should be able to put my saw here on the train and drive it over to the sawmill. I know moving the equipment around isn't the funnest thing to do, but once we get up to Stanton Mill, we already got our loader up there, so we'll be able to do a little bit more forestry work. So just hang tight with us. It'll be a minute or two. Like I said, we're going to head back up to the Stanton sawmill. We're going to start playing around with some of our forestry equipment. reached our destination. So we will get to some forestry here next. Again, thanks everybody in YouTube for hanging out with us. We sure do appreciate it. Grab ourselves a quick beverage, and we will be right back. Alright everybody, we are back, beverage in hand, and we are ready to do some forestry work. Again, some new equipment here that we got. We're not that well versed in using it. Again, still kind of learning as we go, but that's what makes it fun. Well, the cutting seems to be the easiest part. It's the picking up our mess once we actually cut something down. So let's get back into our loader here. Well, that wasn't very effective. Yeah, this is definitely tricky, trying to operate this stuff here. We got logs going the right way, logs going the wrong way, we're dropping stuff. So, let's come back to that, shall we? Let's get back on the farm and get some stuff done here while we can. So, logging is definitely a challenge that we still have to have obviously a lot more practice with, because as you all saw, we did not do very well with that. But that's alright. We will continue to practice, we'll get better at it, and we'll do some fun things with some forestry here in future episodes. Maybe there's a better loader or something of that nature that we could be using in the shop, or from a modification perspective with some DLC content. So we'll check those out. We'll watch some other people's YouTube videos out there and see how they're doing it. As you can see, we are still in the process of sowing this massive field 26, which seems like a never-ending issue. And yes, Anthony, be glad that you don't have enough money to buy the forestry equipment yet, because it is not easy to do. But once you get the multiplayer figured out, hopefully we'll be able to give it a shot together. In an upcoming episode, we'll give the multiplayer a try. I have no idea why I started harvesting that field the short way. For all of these, any players that are out there starting new, that's one thing I learned extremely quickly. Obviously, always harvest your field the longest length way first, as the less turns you have to make, the better. Saves you time, especially if you're playing in single player mode and you're hiring help. It'll cost you less money because they'll spend less time making turns when you're always harvesting the long way. So everybody else probably already knew that, but again, this is all very new to me. So we should be having our tipper should be full after we finish up this field. And then we will sell that and see what kind of haul we can get. Usually we get about 70,000 I think we got 72,000 last time when we had our tipper completely full. So we should get a good chunk of money from that. Help us to buy some more new equipment. Alright, we're going to start here on field 24, fill up our tipper. We will then take that and see what kind of profit we make. Don't mind the sign that we just knocked over, put the bill in the mail. Again, don't forget to follow us out there on Facebook and Twitter. We'll post our live schedule of events there in the future. That's a good haul, Anthony. 35,000 on soybeans. Hey, even though it takes you 2 trips, that's worth it. We did want to venture to the store as we are preparing to attempt to get some cows on the farm. But to do that, we need a mixer for the power food. And we could get a thrasher as well for the hay, but we may hold off on that for now. Nice. Congratulations, Anthony, on being able to get a new tipper after your $35,000 haul. So it looks like we have the Silo King Trailed Line Duo 1814 option, which will blend silage, hay, and straw together that can be fed to the cows. So I think that's the option that we're going to go with. So let's go ahead and we will buy that for $41,000. Jump in our John Deere 7930. We'll head into town and we will bring the mixer back and see how this works out for mixing food for cows. Which very well could turn into an absolute disaster. We have to get a certain mix ratio, and we probably won't be doing that tonight. We probably won't mix anything tonight, but we'll get everything ready for it so that in the next episode we'll get all the food prepared and mixed, and then we'll go out and purchase us some cows to put on the farm along with the sheep. Alright, we got the new mixer. We'll bring that back to the farm. It's a pretty interesting looking contraption. As you can see on the left-hand side, the mixing ratio, and I guess you gotta get it pretty right. Might have to watch a few more tutorial videos on the mix ratios before I can even attempt that and getting it right. Finally finished sowing field 26, which is our largest field that we just purchased today. So that should give us some pretty good yields once we start harvesting from it. But it'll take us a while to recoup that. That was a $420,000 investment today. Hello, Connor. Good evening. Welcome. thanks for hanging out tonight. How are you doing today? Well, we are at 83% capacity on this tipper. Hopefully, this will fill it up. Just fell shy of getting it 100% full, but we'll take the 99% at 46,884, and let's see what kind of money we can bring in. I'm guessing in the $70,000 or $75,000 range for this drop off. But again, thanks everybody for hanging out tonight while we're playing Farming Simulator 2017. If you're new, please hit that subscribe button. Help us get to 500 subscribers. And don't forget to hit that like button. You can follow us on Facebook and Twitter. The links are in the description. So here we go, everybody. This should be a decent one. Well, that was actually pretty lackluster. Only 52,000 that time. That's much lower than what we got for prices last time. So a little disappointed with that. But the prices will fluctuate, so you win some and you lose some. up time a little bit here as well so that we can keep tending to the farm. Maybe we can crank out another 2 pallets of wool from the sheep pen. Get that semi-unloaded. As we know, Anthony's sheep, Emmy, she just cranks the wool out like you wouldn't believe. Looks like we're in the same boat as you now, Anthony, as the snow begins to fall here in Gold Crest Valley. There's a dedicated shot of Anthony's brown sheep, Emmy. We'll wait another minute or so here, and this pallet should fill itself up. Speeding up time a little bit here. Try and get this flatbed loaded and take it to the spinnery. One more pallet will do it, gang, and we'll be able to take another good-sized flatbed semi to the spinnery. So we'll keep time sped up here to see if we can get that knocked out pretty quick. It's already at 14%. We got 146 sheep, so it goes pretty quick when you got time accelerated, which is nice. We'll jump down field 26, coming along nicely. This is the field we just purchased, and it is a very large field. So it is going to take some time to get that field harvested, but again, hopefully we can get some better prices on the soybeans that we got last time. Because the 52K was considerably low from what we got last time. So hopefully we'll be able to get a little something better. So we got everything growing. In the meantime, to kill a few minutes, what we can do is even though it's fairly full, we'll take down the oversized water tanker that we have, and we will refill that while we let some things catch up for a little bit. So this is a modified tanker that we got, just because I was tired of, only holding 10,000 liters or gallons or whichever system that you prefer to use. Just got tired of having to haul back and forth, and it gets really difficult. I mean, just when you have sheep and pigs alone, it seemed like you were just constantly running to refill up the tank. So we have this monstrosity of a tanker truck for water. Last time we did this, unfortunately, we did get stuck. So hopefully that does not happen this time, and we can successfully get in and out of this small little pond, lake, tributary, whatever you wish to call it, as we do a little off-roading again in an 18-wheeler. That's realistic. So by the time we get our tanker filled up, we should have, hopefully field 26 will be ready to go, and we can begin the massive effort that it's going to take to harvest that field. See, Anthony, this is where I need you in the multiplayer. Field 26, that's more than a one-person job. So let's see if we can successfully get off the beach now that we have almost 40,000 gallons of water in this tanker. And we're stuck. Well, this could be a problem. Well, it looks like we are stuck with our tanker. Last time I was able to get it out myself, but it does not look like we are going to be successful in doing that this time, so maybe we can give it a little nudge. If you're even allowed to do that. If you're not, we're going to be in a real world of hurt. I think we may have got it. Let's see if we can get this. Let's see if we can get this tanker out of here, back to safety. And there we go. That worked out better than I thought it would. Kind of got a little bit nervous there for a second. Not something we want to lose or leave laying around. So we'll get this back to the farm, and then we will head over, as you can see up here on the left-hand side. That is field 26. Field 26 is ready to be harvested, so we will tackle that next. Well, that was an adventurous journey just to get the water. Let's get the work started on field 26. Let's bring this tractor back home before we forget and leave it sitting there. as you can see, field 26, our most recent purchase, is extremely large. It'll take us a little bit of time to get this one harvested and cleaned up, but we will keep plugging away at it here. In the meantime, we'll let that worker go to town. Let's see if we can get our semi loaded up. We got one more pallet that we gotta put on there. It's unfortunately behind a pallet that is not quite ready yet. So let's see if we can't shuffle things around here. There we go. This will be our last pallet, and our semi will be ready for delivery. Alright, we are loaded up and ready to go. Let's just make sure all of our harnesses are fastened down so we don't lose anything. So we won't empty that tonight. We will do that in a future episode. We're going to jump back over to field 26 and see how things are progressing over here. Doing too bad. Still not even halfway done harvesting this field. But we're going to be wrapping up here in the next couple of minutes, as again we're just going to finish harvesting this field, getting ready to get some more animals on the farm. We'll get some pigs, we'll get some cows, we'll get the food right, we'll try buying new equipment. We'll do some forestry work in future episodes as well. So again, thanks everybody for hanging out tonight. Appreciate it. We will be doing another live stream tomorrow, so please tune in. Again, hit that subscribe button if you're new here. Also hit that like button. You can follow us on Facebook and Twitter for all the latest news and information on what we're streaming, when we'll be doing it. So again, I appreciate everybody coming out with me and having some fun in Farming Simulator 2017. And that is all for us tonight. We will see you next time.